Klopp will be pleased with that. Again, you can rest people in the next game now they've qualified, which is a huge...
And won the group.
Exactly, so it's a good bonus for him to be able to do that, given the injuries they've got. It wasn't the usual swashbuckling Liverpool side performance that we normally see, but I don't think he'll be bothered. I think this stage of the season and where they're at, the 3 points, the ability to rest players, I think he'll be sitting there thinking, thank you, let's move on now.
Yeah, he'll be pleased with that. You could see his reaction at the end. He's run out to the goalkeeper, who did brilliantly, obviously, and he looked pretty ecstatic for those obvious reasons.
Yeah, it's a good night for Liverpool and a good night for the youngsters. The 3 youngsters in particular, goalkeeper, and then of course Nico Williams, who created the goal, and Curtis Jones, who scored the goal. So the 3 heroes on the night, 3 youngsters. So I think it was a good night for the academy and Liverpool in general.
It was a strange goal in many ways, wasn't it? The keeper looked like he was coming to get it, and then looked like he actually was leaving it to go out of play, but didn't notice that Jones was behind him. It was a bizarre one.
I thought Jordan Henderson did really well, turned out, and Nico Williams just turned it on his left foot, and I've no idea what the keeper was doing there, but you have to hand it to Curtis Jones. I mean, don't underestimate that finish. I mean, he should really take it on his left foot, but the presence of mind and the calmness and the touch.
Brilliant.
I mean, that many people think that's an open goal, but that is an unbelievable finish from that angle.
He'd been doing it. He'd been the one today who was really the one you thought was going to maybe unlock the door. He hit the post early in the first half, had a couple of other little half chances, and trying to create... What he does, he gets in the box. He's always in and around the edge of the box, waiting for a chance to be cut back to him, or he's getting in the box, in and around the penalty spot to get a chance and go. And when it comes, very cool customer in there.
Looks a real prospect, there's no doubt about that. We'll take a breather, but when we come back, we'll get some reaction from the Liverpool camp, hopefully one of their players, and Jurgen Klopp as well. Liverpool are through as group winners. Curtis Jones, the hero of the night for Liverpool. He's managed to get them through to that knockout stage. Not that we ever thought they wouldn't make it.
No, not at all. I don't think that was ever in doubt. I think, again, their experience, the blend of players they've got, hugely talented squad. But obviously, when you have injuries like they've had to very important players, it does cast a little bit of a doubt over the immediate future with them players out. But they've handled it well, and I think that siege mentality that he seems to have been trying to create through the moans in the media about the fixture pile-up, etc., and the amount of games they're playing, but also the injuries. I think in-house at Liverpool it's become that, where they've just, listen, close the doors on the outside, it's about us now, and we'll get ourselves through this little sticky period.
Bit of Fergie about that. We saw Alex Ferguson do that over the years sometimes, didn't we? That siege mentality.
The siege mentality, I think what sometimes covering up on performances or bad results by talking about things that are outside of that, which are off the pitch, outside of the 90 minutes, can take away from the performance or the little creaks that are happening within them 90 minutes. But listen, I think he's a fantastic manager, Klopp, and I think since he's been here, he's been a breath of fresh air. He's honest as they come, like it or not. He brings honesty to the table, which is always great.
The best managers are always passionate.
Well, you have to be a winner to be a manager. And I agree with Rio, but the thing is, he'll be saying that on the outside about, things that don't necessarily mean anything to the inside. So inside he's talking about performance, but outside a bad result, things like that, then you change the subject. And how many times have we seen it with the great managers? He protects the team, but that doesn't mean he's soft when he gets in the dressing room. He'll still be telling the truth.
He knows what he's doing, basically. There's always,
I'd say that. Yeah, he just won the Champions League and the Premier League. I'd say he knows what he's doing. But without doubt, I mean, you've worked with Sir Alex Ferguson. How many times over the years did he bemoan international football, the fixture list, the time at the end of the games?
Mourinho do it.
Mourinho, all the best managers. They're all trying to get an edge. That's what it is. They're all trying to get an edge. They're all trying to get one up. And I also think it helps in the dressing room. It's everyone against us because we're the best. Make sure that no one's going to give us any help. And I do think that helps in the dressing room. You feel like it's you versus the world. And
do you think possibly, Peter, without a crowd there, that becomes perhaps more important?
I think so, yeah, without a doubt. I think certainly at home in the Champions League, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but it does lift Liverpool without a doubt. What we've seen in the Champions League, the crowd behind them, and so they do miss that. So I think you need to galvanise that from somewhere, and I think that might be why
But one of the important parts of that, I think, as well, is that he's making excuses sometimes, or he's moaning about certain things off of the pitch and outside in the media. I'm certain that he'll be in that change room saying, but you lot do not use this as an excuse. There's no excuses for you. perform, get us the results, get over the line until the players get back from injury.
Did you see, I mean, I'll carry on this because I find it quite interesting. Did Sir Alex Ferguson, did you see those type of things that he distracted the media side of things, but then was different actually in the dressing room itself?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, sometimes he'd do a team talk after a game and would be brilliant, and you'd be calm as you like, well done lads, whatever. Then he'd go out and you'd see him on the TV screen in the change room and he'd be absolutely going bananas about an issue that no one had thought about. A linesman's decision or something like that. Do you think, what's that about? He's been calm as you like, and you think, wow, this guy is like...
But everything for a reason.
He's took the spotlight off of someone or something within that 90 minutes that could derail us and put it on somewhere else, that his choice, and he's controlling the narrative, and that's what I think Klopp's doing very well at the moment with.
Back to tonight's action, and the only goal of the game, Curtis Jones, who was probably their biggest threat.
Yeah, he likes getting forward. I think Crouchy mentioned that it was a left foot finish, and I agree. The only thing is when you at this type of angle, you need to hit the ball with the earliest part of your body to open the angle up. If he leaves that to go across his body,
too tight.
It tightens the angle, doesn't it? So natural, it is certainly a left-footed finish. But I love the way he changes his feet to hit it early there, and that opens the angle of the goal.
You know what's so difficult about that as well is he's expecting the keeper to come and claim it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of players would have stopped their run completely because they think the keeper's
it's the strikes thing, isn't it? Always expect a mistake.
Exactly, and that's what he's done that well there. And I think I think Rio said it beforehand. You know, he looks like he's going to score goals. Even before the goal, he said that, didn't he? And I think he had a left foot shot in the first half. He had the right foot. He caught it beautifully, hit the post, and that was great for him.
I mean, speaking about hitting the post, I think it was 90 seconds before that, David Neres hit the post for Ajax, and how different things could be.
They was having a little spell at this point where they were just having a few sustained attacks and causing a little bit of havoc in the Liverpool near the goal. But then this happened, and you thought, wow, they're knocking the door here. Are they going to get through? A fairly inexperienced back four compared to what we used to see in the Liverpool shirts, and they're starting to creak. And then, again, the quality when you go up the other end and it really just puts a nail in the coffin.
Yeah, that was one of the few important saves that Caoimhin Kelleher made this evening. Terrific Champions League debut from the young goalkeeper. And here he is with Des Kelly.